And now, time for weekly show with a passionate India lover, chairman of ITV Gold and Parikh Worldwide Media. Get ready for loving sharing from physician, philanthropist, publisher, and India advocate in this week with Padma Shri, Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Namaskar, I'm Ashok Vyas and welcome to this special edition where we'll be talking to Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh in this week with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Welcome, Dr. Sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
A lot of important developments have taken place in recent times, and one which is sad for many Indians and India lovers. We lost our former Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj. I know you had the opportunity of sitting closely with her at various occasions. Talk to me about your impressions.
Yes, I think she was one of the a great political leader in history of India. She was she was a great orator. She was a great communicator. She was full of knowledge of all the subject. It doesn't matter what subject you talk about. And I have first-hand opportunity to have a discussion and chit chat with her when she came here during the United Nations visit. And the last one was only last year, and we spent almost half an hour chit chatting about NRIs because she was very big on the diaspora. And she was not only a political leader, but she was a very caring person. And you can see that during her tenure, she helped a lot of diaspora outside India. As you know, that what happened in Saudi Arabia, what happened in Maldives, or what happened in Caribbean, everywhere she was personally involved in to resolve the situation. And she was not only just sake of saying that, okay, if you have any complaint, just tweet me or email me. But whenever somebody, even single person, used to email her for their problem, she used to give attention to it and try to resolve it.
And also she was prototype of very traditional Indian woman rooted in Indian culture. She was also well versed with Sanskrit. Many times she's known to have addressed large.
She's a well versed. She's well educated. She's a lawyer by profession, and she was really has all the kind of trippy. I mean, what do you call it? Facets of the life for a politician, a wife, a mother, and a very personable person.
Absolutely, and she was role model and inspiring for especially young girls as well as women. And she was only 67, and we lost her. And Dr. you mentioned about her quick response to the tweets with grievances, and many people were benefited by that. And just look at the way things have unfolded. Yesterday, India has witnessed an important historic landmark decision from Modi government, and the last tweet probably from Sushma ji, I'll read it to you and then we'll go to talk about Article 370. And she congratulated Prime Minister Narendra Modi. She said, "Thank you, Prime Minister, thank you very much. I was waiting to see this day in my lifetime." Now, how a kind of far-sighted, or I don't know what word would be appropriate, but she used the term "in my lifetime," and that turned out to be the last day of her life. But now talking about the importance of Article 370's abrogation for many Indians, Bharatiya Janata Party had it in their manifesto also. How do you see this development?
Well, I think it's a very historical and timely thing to do, because we tried this 370 since 1956-57 for so many years. We tried to amend it, we tried to dilute it down, but still it wasn't working as it was supposed to work, and was creating a lot of cronyism, nepotism, corruption, and there was not good development of the Kashmir and Kashmiri people, and was actually creating more headache for India as a country because of Pakistan's bad behavior. So I think what Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah has done, it's it's kudos to them. They have taken very bold decision. This decision was overdue, and by doing this, I think they will be helping not only India but Kashmir people themselves, because now Kashmir can develop as fast as India is developing, and Kashmir can integrate with the India, and that integration can bring a lot of business to the Kashmir, help the Kashmiri population and young kids to educate better, get more jobs, and upward movement of their life.
So upward movement of life, and we'll talk about various aspects related to Article 370 and why BJP and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as well as many Indians, strongly felt that there is no place for Article 370 for us to have a united India with Jammu and Kashmir. But let's talk about the way they worked on executing it. Looking at the timeline of last 7 days or so, when first army, over 38,000 additional army personnel were deployed in Jammu and Kashmir, how do you see the success of Modi government in keeping the secret?
I think that shows that they are real leaders, and real leaders always does the thing or execute the things or implement the things very perfect way, and for that you have to be a secretive in the beginning, and then you have to divulge when the right time comes. Then this kind of thing can happen. Otherwise, there is always in democracy there is thousands of opinion and thousands of advisors, and if you try to take their their advice or their input, nothing can happen. And I think it's a perfect execution of their plan, and I think again I would salute them for doing the perfect plan.
So talking about this plan and the plan to have Mehbooba Mufti Saeed as well as Farooq Abdullah and his son as house arrest before the declaration actually happened, do you think it was necessary based on the kind of statements which were made, which were kind of anti-India?
Well, I mean, it was necessary not only because of only those statements made by anti-India statements, but also when you are going to do this kind of a drastic change in the Kashmir status of the Kashmir, you have to make sure that everything remains peaceful. No innocent people get hurt or killed or get or property should not get damaged. And by house arresting those leaders, what they did is literally just so nobody can instigate people of the Kashmir wrong way. And I think that was main reason why, in my opinion, why they did what they did.
And in his speech, Home Minister Amit Shah ji made it clear again and again that after removing Article 370, Valley would reap the benefit of the developmental policies of Government of India. From that point of view, he talked about right for education also for the kids. How do you see this being actually happening for the benefit of the people when Jammu and Kashmir is now has acquired the status of becoming a union territory?
Well, I mean, obviously, to make this plan successful, removing of the 370 articles, government has to go little one step forward or bend backward to accommodate the economical and social development of the Kashmiri people. And they must educate the young Kashmiri, because young Kashmiri, those who are now there, I mean, those young Kashmiri has never seen the history of independence, because they are all in 20s. So if government can educate them well, give them better education, give them great job opportunities, and what I understand that government is trying to push extra money into the Kashmir to develop the better infrastructure, better manufacturing, better tourism, and so forth. So all these things will benefit people of the Kashmir.
So now, personal side, have you been to Kashmir? Anytime?
Yes.
Which year was that?
I was there 3 years ago.
Oh, I see. That's
very
good.
recently.
It was very recent.
Right, and it's a beautiful part of the country, and I think it is a shame that it's kind of bogged down into this kind of conflicts and counter conflicts. But now, hopefully, it will be developed. I mean, it will be without conflict, and more Indian people will go. And I heard yesterday only that even government is going to encourage or incentivize Bollywood to do the shooting there, or bring them back. That way, young generation of the Kashmiris can relate better with the Bollywood stars, and do the shooting and do the filmmaking there. And I'm sure they will give so much incentive, means like a, what we call is tax-free zone or something
Absolutely.
like that. So that will help the Bollywood, and it will help the Kashmiri people too.
When you mentioned about Bollywood, I'm reminded that in recent times there have been cases where the whole unit was there to shoot for a film, and they couldn't raise Indian flag in
Right.
the premises of a university campus because students were opposing. So overall, there has been a sentiment which is not pro-India, which was pumped by various organizations, some of them
Right.
rooted in Pakistan. So I think after having removed Article 370, this will help Government of India.
Of course.
Yeah. Let me also ask you, how do you feel about bifurcation of Jammu and Kashmir? So Ladakh has become another union territory than Jammu and Kashmir has become.
I think it's a good decision, because Ladakh has its own geographical and social and ecosystem, and Ladakh is it's a scantily populated area, and Ladakh is again it's kind of their the religion is also kind of Buddhism mainly, and Hinduism, but mainly Buddhism. So that's a whole, the people or thinking of the people is quite different. Kashmir is different because it's close, is at border with the Pakistan, which is our sort of enemy. It has different kind of social structure. So and that's why I think that what they did is a great deal, because this kind of solution was even when I met 15-16 years ago Maharaja Karan Singh, who was Maharaja of the Kashmir, and then he became ambassador. He was telling us during a private visit that the best solution, when we asked, I'm talking about 15-16 years ago, that what is the best solution in your personal opinion, not as a party line, but personal opinion of the Kashmir, that he was saying that Kashmir should be divided into 2 or 3 parts, and then and should be all the defense and budget and economy should remain in the center, and other education and other social activities and social work should be given to the local, and that's the best solution to this Kashmir problem. And don't touch LOC, because whatever is there, nothing we can do about it.
So very exciting development, very positive. And as we conclude, there are apprehensions raised by opposition leaders, including congressmen. Some of them are referring to this as a political blunder. Are you confident the way Home Minister is conceiving moving forward the situation of Jammu and Kashmir for the development of the people, or do you see there could be some disruptions?
No, I think it should go smoothly because it is planned out, so well thought plan. So I don't see any real problem. I mean, always. I mean, in democracy, there's always dissenting opinions, and we'll see. Time
Absolutely.
will tell, and we hope for the best, and we hope that for the sake of the Kashmir, for sake of the Kashmiri people, everything should go smoothly, and there should be more successful, more affluent, and more Indian.
And as you know now, moving forward, you may go there as an Indian and buy land also down
Yes,
the line. That's
it is possible. Yes, and one of my friend BK Modi, he has already started that project for the inviting the hotels people to start the hotel there, a 5-star hotel there, and I think the thought is very good if they can implement properly.
Wonderful. Time flies, as they say, and especially when you're talking to Dr. Sudhir Parikh, and especially on this particular important issue. So, as we conclude, your parting words for our viewers.
I think yesterday's decision by Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah was a very historical. It was overdue, and it's better for India and better for Kashmiri people and Kashmir.
So, saying thanks to our viewers.
So, dear friends, I'm very happy to talk about historical events today, and please join us next week again, and we'll see you then. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, God bless America, God bless India. Thank you.
And now, time for weekly show with a passionate India lover, Chairman of ITV Gold and Parikh Worldwide Media. Get ready for loving sharing from physician, philanthropist, publisher, and India advocate in this week with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh.